Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Monday, December the 12th, 2022. Monday, December the 12th, 2022. Ugh, the end was really good, but the rest was so kind of slow to me. Listen, Liz did what Liz does best. She lies. Lied to Finn, told Finn she's pregnant, right? And it's Nicholas's baby. Now, what if word gets back to Ava? The whole reason Nicholas is holding Esme hostage is she's pregnant, he thinks it's his baby, and he don't want Ava to know. So how's this supposed to work, Liz? Because Esme has months to go and you're not going to show. Months to go and you're not going to show. She's going to have to come up with a lie to Finn. She's got a couple months, right? Before she should be expected to show that she lost the baby. That's the only thing she'll be able to say. I lost the baby. I don't know, because see, Finn was talking about what that, he's pissed. Oh, he was pissed, but Finn is still so melancholy. Finn, man, it's like nothing truly gets him riled up, right? Except when he was trying to save Chase's life from Peter August and that poison. But Finn was just like, why couldn't you come to me? And she goes, because when I found out what I found out about Reiko, I didn't think you'd forgive me, or you should have, or that you should forgive me. Oh, she just, you know. So needless to say, he goes, yeah, I think Esme's on Spoon Island, and I'm going to tell the commissioner. And she's like, well, you can't. And he's like, why not? And so she goes, because I've been spending a lot of time over there. And there's been no sign of Esme. And he's like, yeah, bet you have. So then she's like, Finn, I know I don't have a right to ask, but my boys don't know. Can you please not tell anybody? And then he reaches up and he touches her. I would never hurt your boys. And he turns and he walks out. Fortunately, Violet hasn't really been asking for Aunt Elizabeth in a long time, because Elizabeth and Finn, reality check, Finn, you guys haven't been a couple in probably 6 months. Easy. So this breakup, or this finality, the final nail in the coffin, you'll get over it because you guys haven't been together. You just haven't. So that was that. And then we have, as we knew, Drew meets with the person that's supposed to give him information on, Willow's mother. And Carly shows up at the Metro Court. Oh, I don't know what Carly was gonna do. Was she gonna hide behind a corner and try to listen in? Was that what Carly was gonna do? And then she was gonna be seen by somebody, and what would she say? I don't know. But Carly was being Carly. But Willow was there. She was waiting there to meet Michael for dinner, but Michael had to go on a business trip. So he says, well, why don't you and my mom have dinner? So she goes, come on, Carly, have dinner with me. Michael suggested maybe we could have dinner. So Carly doesn't turn her down, and they're talking. And Willow was saying that, she would like to know about her birth parents. Somehow the conversation steered around to that, because Nina seems to feel that if Nell knew she was her mother, things would have been different. And Carly says, no, what Nina doesn't understand is it wouldn't have been different. Nell's a psychopath. Nell was a psychopath, period. And truth be told, Nell would have figured out a way to blame Nina for how she was raised. Nell already, remember when Nina was going to testify on Nell's behalf? Nell was already using that, talking about, oh no, she was going to be using Wiley as a bargaining chip. And actually, she kind of let Nina know she was going to take off with Wiley, which is why Nina realized I can't testify on her behalf because she's not good for the kid, right? But anyway, the lady is talking to Drew, and everything sounds so neat and tidy until I noticed the slip up at the end, and Drew did too, because it's all said and done. They were about ready to leave, and he tells her stay there and enjoy. She goes, "It's a 5-star hotel. I sure will." And she goes, "But you know what? Can you tell me, how did baby Callie turn out?" And he says, "Oh, she's got a nice family. She's being well taken care of, and this, that, and the other." And then she goes, "It's nice being around privilege, or somehow having privilege to take care of you, or she like that she's around a rich family." And Drew kind of looked at her, but he didn't let her know he caught it, because she's not supposed to know anything about Willow. But yet she knew that she was growing up, or as an adult, she's in a relationship surrounded by a wealthy family. And Drew was kind of thinking like, how would she know that? As soon as it came out of her mouth, I said, now how did you know that? Right? And I thought Carly got a hold of her the night before. So needless to say, Drew comes over and he sees Carly and Willow at the restaurant, and he goes, "Hey," and he goes, "Listen, I just met with somebody. I want to tell you both about it, And Willow's like, "Okay," and Carly's like, "Well, you know what? That's my cue to let you two talk. I'll come back later. I'll let you talk." And Willow's like, "Well, no, Carly, you can hear this." And she's like, "No, you know what? This is your moment." So of course she runs around, to the outer part talking to the chick, and she goes, "How'd your conversation with Drew go?" And the lady looked at her and said, "Just the way you wanted it to go." She goes, "Just the way you told me last night for it to go. That's how it went." And Carly's like, "Good." And I said, "See, Carly's gonna get in trouble. Carly's going to get in trouble." And you know what? You all know I'm a Carly fan, but I can't wait. Every time Carly would just have these harebrained schemes that were going to blow up in her face, I would always say, "I can't wait for it to blow up in her face." Carly never learns her lesson, and it never goes her way. It just never does. And this is going to be no different. There's no reason she had to stick her nose in that, and she did. And it's going to blow up in her face. And good for you, Carly. And you, my girl, but good for you. So then we have Trina. Trina is talking to Ava. "Oh, because Rory's so safe. Rory's good. But should I just stick with the stay safe, or my heart is elsewhere?" And she goes, "It's with Spencer." But I already know that's gonna lead me to heartache, and just I should go with what does she say? What's comfortable. And I thought, well, you're a little too young to go for just what's comfortable, because you would be bored to tears within 6 months to a year. Comfortable is best friend material. Comfortable is Cameron Weber. That's comfortable. Obviously, comfortable is Rory too, Cabrera. So Ava just says, Trina, just follow your heart. Whatever your heart tells you to do. Follow your heart. Nobody could tell you what to do in this situation. And the funny thing is, I said, yeah, I know why Trina's talking to Ava. Oh, because she couldn't talk to her mother about this. Portia would be, oh, no, nope, not that cast. No, not, So they had a really good talk. Their relationship is really, really good. And Ava kind of alluded to the same look. Me following my heart doesn't mean it's what, because she's like, following our hearts doesn't mean it's what's best for us, but we tend to follow our hearts. So Ava is going to want to get back with Nicholas, but the whole Esme thing is going to come in the way. And or now that Liz turn that lie in there, Ava might find out Liz is, that's going to be a mess, a hot mess, right? So Spencer comes back to Windermere because Victor is adamant they're not staying at the Metro Court. And in my mind, I'm thinking Victor ain't gonna stay at no Metro Court. So Spencer came back ahead of Victor. Nicholas was there, and he's drinking sherry because Nicholas didn't have any other alcohol in the house. And I'm thinking, look, fresh out of prison today, and you're getting stinking drunk. You better be staying home, right? Hope your CO don't do a impromptu visit, because you're going to fail that P test. But anyway, Nicholas comes out and like, whoa, what you doing here? And he goes, Uncle Victor will not stay at the Metro Court. He insists we're staying here. And Nicholas is like, well, I hope you didn't think I didn't want you. And he could see Spencer's really upset. And then he goes, when did you develop a taste for sherry? And he's like, well, there's nothing else here. Should I lecture you? Because he goes, don't lecture me about underage drinking. He goes, should I lecture you about all the alcohol you went through? And I'm thinking, well, Spence, you've been gone for 6 months. Pretty much you rotating out a alcohol cabinet or alcohol credenza within 3 months, right? Yes. I hope I didn't say 6 months. He was gone for 3 months. So, that alcohol was going to need to be replaced, or maybe Nicholas was cutting down, but Nicholas says, with Victor around, I can't keep nothing in the he can't keep nothing in the house, right? But he could see Spencer wanted to talk, and Spencer had already had some sherry working on him. So guess what? Nicholas was the next best thing to talk. And so Spencer actually talked about him and, what's bugging him. And it was Trina, what he walked in on and heard, and she's content. And actually, that's what she told Ava. I should be content. Content. No, child, content. So he said they were just happy staring in each other's eyes. I'm sure she feels the same way, which means she doesn't feel anything for me. And Nicholas is like, you're assuming. You're 100% assuming. You don't know how she feels, right? Let me tell you something. We don't give up on what we want. We don't. We're Cassadines. So you don't give up, Spencer. And then Nicholas brought up some book that Laura used to read to him about a little bird named Hope and everything. And Spencer was decided he was getting ready to go to bed and finish the bottle of sherry, which I thought, ooh, you ain't gonna like yourself in the morning behind that. So Trina texted him saying, welcome home. And he got the text and he goes, I guess I won't be needing this drink. And he put the bottle on the credenza. And Nicholas says, what was that? Who's that text from? And Spencer just said, Hope. And he smiled and he turned and he walked away, right? Well, let's go to Esme and Nicholas. Esme says, all right, you're getting what you want. And she stood up. She goes, really? You're gonna take me out to cut a tree? And he looked at her and he goes, whatever his worker, I forget what his name is. And Bruno, I'll just name him Bruno. It ain't Bruno. Bruno, come on in here. He's bringing this fake tree. And the funny thing is, it's the smallest little fake tree that needs to go on top of a table. But I thought, good for you, Nicholas, because she don't need nothing she can burn down or catch a fire. She don't need that at all. So he buys her a tree with no ornaments. So when they go back, she goes, what? He goes, you don't think I was that stupid to let you out of here, do you? This'll do. And he walks right on out with his little worker. And she's mad. Oh, so she's got toilet paper that she's strung along the tree. And then she's got cotton balls that she's putting on this tree. I actually felt bad for her. I thought, what a pitiful looking tree. It's like, somebody TP's your house. Well, she TP'd the tree. And I said, now that's it, Nicholas. if you're gonna bring a tree, come on now, you bring ornaments too. So then there's a knock on her door, and Bruno comes in and he says, "This isn't much." But hearing Esme had been crying, right? Still tear in her eye. She wasn't faking that. And he gives her the box and she opens it up and it's 4 ball ornaments. And she's like, "Thank you. This means more to me than you ever know." And he goes, "Perhaps you'll stop crying." And he bought some lights too. And I thought, ooh, bad idea. That girl's gonna strangle you with them lights. You don't know her. She gonna strangle. Elizabeth gonna come in. She gonna wrap them lights around her neck. Oh my! That was something he never should have bought in there. Were lights, because it's a weapon. Little ornaments, okay. Just bring a whole bunch of ornaments for her. You know that little stuff that almost made out of lay material that you can string around with different colors, but lights, no. So we shall see. That was pretty cute and pretty thoughtful of him. But you know what? He's got a soft spot for Esme. So now we have Heather and Ryan are talking. And of course, Ryan finally lets her know, "Yes, I know you had, our daughter." And she goes, "How could you know that? I worked really hard to make sure you wouldn't." He goes, "Well, not hard enough." And I guess apparently, remember when Esme found him, she had one of his little keepsakes, because apparently Heather took all his little trinkets, his trophies he would take from his victims. It was on a necklace, right? I guess it was also in addition to the driver's licenses he used to keep, because he still had the driver's licenses. But she goes, "Yeah, when she went to give Esme away, Esme grabbed the necklace and it broke." And so she says, Ryan says, "Yeah, when social services came to take her, she had that necklace with her, or she had it, that little trinket with her, because he told Heather, that could get me in a lot of trouble, like if the authorities found it," because a lot of the crimes were unsolved with Ryan's victims, and he prided himself with that. They don't know who everybody I killed, right? Oh, you think it's 12, but it's really 36. Gee. And so she goes, "It's safe with me." And I'm like, "Safe where? You've been in prison multiple times throughout the course of that 20 years Esme was born. But I guess she has it stashed somewhere, So she's talking and she goes, he tells her that, "No, I haven't heard from Esme. That means something is wrong. The only way she won't get a message to me is because she can't get a message to me." And then he says, "I'm hoping," because then he told her about how Ava Jerome threw her off the parapet. And he's like, and Nicholas, they covered it up there. So when she left here, she said she had unfinished business. Now, he didn't tell Heather that Esme is pregnant, which was interesting to me. I don't know why he didn't tell her that. And so, because she was saying, "Tell me about our girl." He goes, "As if you didn't keep tabs on her. You knew she got an internship here." And so Heather's like, "Yeah, I did, but I didn't know you were here." She didn't know he was at a maximum prison to Shady Brook, Ferncliff, And so, and I'm like, he goes, "Yeah, I followed her." And I'm thinking, okay, I'm almost leaning back to perhaps the hook is going to be the nanny, because Heather was a little too out of the loop with Esme, and I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Could still be her, because remember, the invader put out a kind of like a tell-all on Esme after Spencer went ahead and told the truth, or it came out the same day with the things that Esme had done. So Yeah, that would give her time because the Hook killings started after all of that. So that would give her time to read that and say, oh, these people are bad mouthing and bashing my daughter, right? But they're headed. So anyway, she goes, well, oh my God, she hurts my girl. She's like, I'm gonna kill them all. And so Ryan says, no, we're going to find Esme. And she looked at him, she goes, you can't even get out that child. You gonna help me? And he unvelcros that strap and he stands up. And she's like, oh, I knew it. There you are. There's my lover, man. Oh, she's like, oh, what else can you do? What else can you do? And he's like, wouldn't you like to find out? And she's like, but no, we gotta. She's like tearing herself away from it. We gotta find Esme. Ooh. But you know what? Look, Ryan, we got about 10, 15 minutes. Let's see what we could get into in 10, 15 minutes. Then let's blow this popsicle stand, baby. She didn't say that, but that's what she was thinking. No, but look, she's gonna get Ryan out, and they're headed to Spoon Island. They're headed to Spoon Island. So we got a lot of trouble coming to that island. A lot. Look, Esme, the cavalry's coming. Mommy and Daddy are on their way. Victor's not even going to be able to help any. Oh, Lord. Now, what I hate is Spencer's there now. No. Oh, so it's about, though, fortunately for us, it's about to go down. It's about to get good in General Hospital land. It really, really is. So that's what happened today. That's pretty much about it. Let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner says, thanks. Who said this? Anita said, thanks for the spoiler updates. I love it. Heather and Ryan, OMG. I do know what OMG means. Deborah says, Joss is the only one that could have Nina and wait, that could needle Nina with Sonny's past. I know, with all the women. And Nina says to Joss, there haven't been that many with a question mark. And Jocelyn just rolled her eyes and Nina don't know. Yeah, there's been a whole lot of them. Okay, a whole lot. Then Nina asked about Cameron. Dig. Joss told her none of your business. Cindy says, I thought the mistake Sonny was talking about was that Dex stayed in Joss's room when he was recovering. I'm not calling Sonny for a few days, and not calling Sonny for a few days. But I don't recall Dex telling Sonny that he lost his phone. I know, I should have told him that. But he was delirious. How was he going to know where he was going to be staying while he was fevered up and sweating like a pig? And then Sydney says, some have suggested that Rory and Victor are on the same team, but Rory tried to sidestep Victor when he came outside. Nah, I don't think they're on the same team. Cindy also says, when you become involved with someone, you're going to be involved with their family as well, unless you keep it like the Cassadine affair, where just the two of you meet here and there, or maybe a casual affair. Trina gets involved with Spencer. She will have to be involved with the whole cast. Yes, she will. And look, that girl don't mix with that family. Ava will definitely let her. Woo. And I'm surprised Ava's not thinking on that level. Victor will be all knee deep into their whole relationship. And they're always involved in a lot of terrible things. Jocelyn is used to the kind of life, but Trina wouldn't want that mess. And here's also the thing. I thought about it. I thought, what's in it for Victor going along with Spencer you know, in pursuing Trina. And then it dawned on me, that's how Victor would get leverage over Spencer. Victor likes to find out what's your weakness and then try to dangle taking that away from you. Okay. That's how he wants to get Spencer under control, is threatening to do something to Trina. That's Victor, but he don't know. Spencer would probably surprise us all with him being the one that'll take Victor out, right? Because Spencer ain't no joke. We just don't give him a reason. And then Lisa says DNA test still needs to be done to verify Esme is related to Heather. I know they can't go by Ryan's words. Well, it's not just Ryan's word. Heather was the one left there pregnant. So honestly, they can't go by Heather's words. She could have showed up to that cabin already pregnant with Jeff Weber's kid, right? And Ryan thinks it's his. Heather would do that because bottom line, it was interesting to me. I said, you know what? It'd be a funny twist. Elizabeth seems to find out about her sisters, her half sisters late in life, like Hayden, another affair of Jeff's. Well, wouldn't it just be interesting if Esme is a product of an affair between Jeff and Heather again, because they have history, and that would be Elizabeth's sister, which would make Elizabeth want to protect her later. And Cindis also says, I think Elizabeth is going to take Esme out to get the Christmas tree and she might escape. Well, we found out today that's not going to happen. Lisa said, I heard a spoiler that Rory could be killed off and Spencer could be oh no, I don't want that to happen. But we can't see Esme killing someone while pregnant. Yeah, it's not going to be Esme. Oh no. Spencer's had enough trouble. Let's give him a break, writers. And then Sydney says, I don't think Esme is the hook either, but if she escapes from Nicholas around the same time that there's a hook assault, it might reinforce the idea some of them have that she's the hook. I think something big is going to happen this week. The spoilers might be right. Lisa says, I don't think Rory would go after Diane either. Rory will try to tell Trina again that he loves her. And if she is not in love with him, that'll probably crush him a little bit. And they should have a great weekend. And then Lisa also said, it's been a long time since Diane has seen Heather. She might not have been able to place her. I know it's been a long time. Nina does love children, but she's teaching Avery the way she taught Charlotte to be a bully. Nina is telling Jocelyn that Avery is eating, but I thought, well, and actually it was Donna. Avery could be with Nina all she wants because that's Ava's daughter. It's Donna. She says, but yet she was saying that she was waiting for dinner. And well, no, remember, she told Sonny, Donna is in the kitchen with Pilar, whatever the nanny's name is, that Pilar made dinner. But she says, I ordered a gourmet dinner for you and I. So yeah, no, she was always eating something different. Why is Nina asking about Cameron? She is just trying to pick a fight with Jocelyn. Carly doesn't want to fight with Carly doesn't want to fight with Sonny or Nina. She has outgrown both of them. Nina's going to spread a new rumor. I hope Mama Bear Carly rips a new one into Nina. Let's see. But she feels that knife that Aunt Lisa gave her, that letter opener kind of knife, dagger kind of knife, is going to come into play somewhere. I know because we've never seen that and we don't know what has happened with that. Let's see. My dog, my little Yorkie, is growling fun. I mean, not whining a bit. Can you stop that, Oliver? Now that Victor has those little doves, Cyrus will be on that listening device listening to Victor, huh, right? Well, look, we're assuming that that's what it is. Don't let Finn I think Elizabeth's pregnant. Well, guess what? Elizabeth tells him she is pregnant. And then it says, why is Sonny saying he made a mistake on the transport? How could Dex have changed anything? Sonny is wanting to blame someone, so it would be Dex. I know it's funny. Dex always says, sorry, boss. Yes, boss. You're right, boss. Jason would say, Sonny, it just was not going to work that way. What did you think I was supposed? Jason would tell Sonny, look, that was the best that I could handle that situation. And Lisa says, Heather finds out Ryan's not locked in. I know. And doesn't stop a beat on flirting with him. Esme's mommy and daddy back together again. Scary thing. Scary to think what they're going to plan together. And then Michael says, I know you don't like Nina, but Joss is very disrespectful and a hypocrite. Joss realizes she can fall in love with the wrong person at the wrong time. She blurted out she was nothing like Nina when no one said such a thing. I know Nina was like, what you talking about? Poor Esme never stood a chance with her bio parents. For a twist, what if it's Jeff Weber is Esme's father? I know. And Heather could be flirting. Heather was very flirty with Jeff when he came to visit her. She sure was. I wouldn't put nothing past Jeff. Someone on another channel joked this would mean Nicholas would have slept with 4 of Jeff's daughters, Liz, Sarah, Hayden, and Esme. Wow, great recap. And then Carrie Jo says, where was Avery and Donna when Carly went to Florida? When Carly went to Florida, Avery and well, not Avery, because she's not making arrangements for Avery. That's Ava. But Donna was staying with Sonny. Remember, before she got on the flight, she talked with Jocelyn. And Jocelyn says, don't worry, Mom. I will get along with Sonny while you're gone for Donna's sake. And then she even had a conversation with Sonny before she left. And he goes, Donna's going to be in good hands. Don't worry. Right. So though she made arrangements for Donna to stay with Sonny. And then she says, let me see. Nina, she feels Nina's getting a bad rap. They're having her show her worst side. I think she's not a bad person. That's just my opinion. She's been through a lot and she loves kids. I guess we have different opinions. That's that's what's fun about your show. Absolutely, we all have different opinions. And right now, it is the way the writers are writing Nina. It's funny. We build our opinions based upon events that are happening and are based upon our likes or dislikes of the actors. I don't dislike this actress playing Nina. It's just I loved Michelle Stafford playing Nina. And I never truly could adjust to this actress playing Nina. And then now they've got her. Michelle Stafford was the one mean to Nina when little Charlotte was in elementary school. And then that was actually about the time they transitioned the new Nina, because Charlotte was bullying and Nina was not holding her accountable for none of that bullying, right? Matter of fact, Nina was bullying Willow, the teacher. And Sandy says, I'm sure Carly doesn't know Sonny left Donna alone with needy Nina, the baby stiller. Nosy Nina noticed the vibe between Dex and Joss, something new for her to gossip about. Trina seems so uncomfortable with Rory. She wants Spencer and he wants her. Come on, writers, don't make us lose interest like so many other couples that we've been invested in. I'm still waiting for Carly to drag nosy, needy, nasty. Well, my goodness, Nina, look, we're getting a bunch of acronyms for her: nosy, needy, nasty. Nina, okay. And then let's see how many more comments do we got? Quite a ways to go. Let me hurry up with these comments. Let's see. Annette says, let's think who would use a typewriter, right? Who mails those letters without being on video? I'm in opinion, the thick of the publisher's office. Oh, I don't trust Finn's father for some reason. Gregory, I think Gregory's just a non-entity, potential love interest for Alexis. Annette says, good call on the typewriter. So an older person, maybe someone working in the paper business. Oh, see, might be. Monique says, Stan was working with Jason and Sonny. Jerry Jacks found out and killed him. Oh, yes. Jerry Jacks, man. Monique says, Joss' guilty conscience is weighing her down. She told herself without really telling on herself that she was cryptic about it. Joss is very hypocritical, condemning Sonny for cheating, but look at what she's doing with Dex. I know. See, how's she going to explain that? She's going to break Cameron's heart with Dex, and how you going to explain that, right? And then Jane says, if looks could kill between Heather and Ryan. Yeah, but now look, that lust is coming into play. Charlotta says, yes, it did. Yes, it did make a mistake because Sonny did not know that there was another passenger. And he had to engage with another destination to take Heather to hit her destination first instead of Anna. Yeah, but that wasn't Dex's fault. Anna Rihanna says, knowing that Heather Weber is Esme's mother explains so much about Esme and the reason why Ryan kept her identity from Esme. Yes, girlfriend, your parents are back crap crazy. Dang, that's the fun or let the fun begin. Children like Nina because she acts like a child. Whoa. And then she says, I agree with you, Daily Recap Lady. Carly is going to mop the floor with Nina. But you know what? They keep putting out that fight will probably happen when it comes out that Nina is Willow's mother. And Nina will be the one trying to fight Carly. Or no, Nina starts a rumor about Jocelyn. That's when it's on. Trina doesn't love Rory. She loves Spencer. Spencer loves her. Go get your girl. A foot soldier is never good enough because every Don knows that amongst them, the one that wants is the next Don. Wait, the one that wants to be is the next Don. Have a fun recap. Thank you. Have a good weekend. And then Deborah says, Rory is being too hard. He knows she is not into him. Well, he knows she's not into him like that. Because it seems Victor has made a contest over Trina. Can't wait to see Cyrus again. You know, he isn't disappearing. No, I know. I hope not. I like Cyrus's character. I think he'll be on a listening device. He knows Spencer would like the gift and would keep it close with Spencer to listen. Except, goodness, I guess he thought Spencer wouldn't give it to the girl that he gave it to Spencer for, right? You saw how Cyrus was talking to Victor. Cyrus hates him. It doesn't want him to influence Spencer. This would be the way Cyrus could. And then Rihanna says, I love the character of Cyrus. I'm 100% on his side, especially if he takes down Victor and redeems Spencer in the process. Rory is moving way too fast, either because he's trying to lock down Trina's love. Nope, that's not happening. Or it's not the best of intentions. Trina isn't going in that direction. She may have went out of town with him, but physically her heart is with Spencer. It's been with him the whole time. GH has produced some great villains in the past. Cyrus is one of my favorites. He reminds me of a junkyard dog in the streets when I was young. Just because he's quiet doesn't mean he's done. Just means he's planning and waiting. Yep, I believe that about Cyrus. And Pneumatic Colors says, wait, did you take the call? Wait, did you take a call during your review? LOL. No edits. And yes, I did. When I remember that my son was calling me, he was out, and I knew it was something important he needed to tell me because he called me twice while I was recording. And you know what? I will very rarely edit. For one, editing takes too long. And for two, these recaps are fun for me. I'm not doing this as a professional, whatever you want to call it. This is fun. And life happens, right? My dogs have to either go outside. I will push pause for that. If one of my children calls me, I am going to push pause, take the phone call, come back, and I'm not editing that. It just happens. If I'm going to cough too much, then I'm going to push pause, cough my head off, and come back. If I have to blow my nose, I will push pause, blow my nose, and come back. And you know what? When you come back, you really don't remember the exact word you stopped on. But this is real life. This is me. I'm just doing this as me. And it's funny when I just read that, I remembered because he called me and I saw his name and I thought, didn't he know I'm recording? But he wasn't home. But when he left, I was gonna record. And then when he called again, I said, okay, I need to take this. So that's why I did. But you're right. You know what? Pneumatic Colors, you got a good eye there. All right, go ahead. So anyway, that's it. That's it for the comments and comment corners. I will be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.